Good morning. On Tuesday, August 24th, 2021 at 8:20 p.m., Peyton Evans was shot and killed inside a family member's apartment at 1700 Bright Seat Road Apartments. Since that night, our detectives and officers have worked tirelessly to bring his murderers to justice. Today, we are pleased to say we have arrested 3 suspects for murder of this precious 8-year-old child. A child who was a straight A student, who dreamed of becoming a star in the NFL and taking care of his mother. On Wednesday, we arrested Desmond, 21 years of age, and Mark, 23 years of age, last name Nwocha, in Hyattsville, and George Shaman in Montgomery County. The arrest of these suspects is only the first step in ensuring the road to justice begins for P.J. Evans. Our detectives, who rank among the best that this nation can offer, have been working around the clock to make an arrest in this case. The suspects in this case are no strangers to the criminal justice system. I said that our detectives have been tirelessly working to help close this case, but I have to say that the family and the community was a huge asset in helping to arrest these suspects. From day one, witnesses were instrumental in helping to provide good leads for the detectives to follow. Along with the community, Chief Collington and the Bladensburg Police Department was an integral part of the case by providing intelligence to our detectives. A senseless act of violence. Another tragic incident of gun violence. Another family fractured and left to collect the pieces. These suspects attempted to steal an innocent child's future, but we know his legacy will live on and his light can never be extinguished. Today we pass the baton to our criminal justice partners to continue the process for delivering justice to Peyton Evans, his mother, and their strong and loving family. The Prince George's County Police Department, we stand in support of the family. With that said, I'll pass over to our county executive, Mrs. Angela Alsobrooks.
Good morning, everyone. I first want to say thank you so much to Chief Aziz for his leadership, and I also certainly want to thank the men and women of the Prince George's County Police Department. You heard the chief say it here, but he was very clear that this department would not rest until we brought suspects forward who were responsible for the death of Peyton Evans, and they did that. And we are very grateful to them. They worked so hard to be able to close this case, and we're so grateful to them. I also want to say that this morning we are joined by Tiffany Evans, who is here. She is the mother of PJ and the rest of the family, and I want to thank her for being here. She wanted to be here today, and I have to tell you that there are few who are as graceful and who have shown as much dignity as this mother and this family. They have been absolutely amazing the entire time. In fact, they have been really a pillar for all of us as well. The strength has been amazing. I had a chance to speak with Tiffany a little while ago before the funeral, and she said to me, you know, on the first day of school, I just have one other thing I need to do. I have one other thing I have to see through. And she said that her son loved Thomas Pullen, his school, and she said, I have to be there on the first day of school. This is just something that I have to see through. And I said to her, you know, well, if you're going to be there, we're going to be there too. I'm going to join you. We're going to come down. We're going to do this together. And it was so amazing. And the chief was there, command staff. This mother stood in front of that school. And I'm going to have to be honest, I had a knot in my stomach as a mother standing out there. And this mother stood there to encourage the other parents who came forward that day, to also encourage their children and cheer them on, to say to the teachers, the third grade teachers who were planning to teach PJ this year, to count on her, to call on her, that she wasn't going to go away. She said, I am not leaving. I'm still going to be here to help in whatever way I can. It is uncommon, the strength and dignity that she has. And I just want you to know, Tiffany, on behalf of all Prince Georgians, and I know I can speak on their behalf, that we will be here for you and for this family, that you have our full support, not just today, tomorrow, but you're going to have the support of this entire Prince George's County family. And we just thank you and your family for just the strength that you have demonstrated. I also just want to say that the death of a child, we've said it so many times, changes all of us. There's nothing like the death of a child that impacts us more. And so we have all been forever changed by PJ's death. We're going to continue to work to make sure that this is not allowed to continue. Senseless is a word that we're tired of hearing. It's really beyond that at this point. The depravity, the sheer depravity that would allow any person to take a gun and a human to shoot into the home of another human. That depravity is something that must be dealt with. We have, you've heard the chief say it many times, that there's a 50-50 partnership that has to happen, so that the department has a role and the government and the community has a role as well. And what I just have to submit is that the depravity that we have seen has made it possible to commit the acts of violence that we have seen that resulted in PJ's death, that resulted in the death of the 13-year-old boy who was shot. This is something that will not be resolved at the courthouse, the police station, or the government. It has got to be resolved by our families and in our community in partnership with the police department and the government. It is that we must do more. As a community, we're going to have to work together to make sure that this violence ends. And so we're going to do our part, but we are really calling on our community to continue to work with us. Prince Georgians are resilient. They are loving, and we're going to continue to work together to make sure that we're not only bringing people to justice, but that we're doing what we can to prevent it from happening in the first place. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Tiffany, who will be here to give some words as well.
First off, I want to say good morning, and after that, I want to just say thank God. Like, without him, there's no me. Without me, there's no PJ. Man, I just thank y'all. I can't thank y'all enough. I can't thank the officers, the detectives, the community, just all the love. Like, I can't thank y'all enough. So I just thank y'all, and y'all just let my son's name live on. And to every parent that has a child, y'all make sure y'all hug on y'all babies every day and tell them you love them. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, they our future. They need us. They got me forever, no doubt. Every kid in this area has me forever. Whatever they need, I'm here. And I just want to say thank you in advance for everything, for all the forthcoming. I just thank y'all. All right? God bless y'all.
We will take some questions now. Bob Barnard.
Well, what we'll say with certainty is that 8-year-old PJ was not the target, and the detectives are working on the motive behind what occurred inside that at the location, at the apartment complex. It was a culmination of things. Without the help of witnesses, the community, the family, who gave us valuable information, intelligence, to piece together a lot of data, a lot of information to put forth. Without them, it couldn't be possible. And that is really what we put together, very, very complex intelligence and information that our detectives, again, who are among the best in the nation, the best is here in Prince George's County, and they were able to put those things together to present this case. Brett, one at a time. Well, you know, I try to do what a police chief does in a police department, and that is carry out my duties to the best of our ability. And I think Prince George's County Police Department, we do that here in the county to bring justice for many families. So the question is probably better answered in another avenue instead of the police chief, and we're doing our level best to actually bring people to justice when they commit offenses. So that's another part of the criminal justice system, and I'm sure they'll be accountable for those things that you just asked. No, I can't say. We're still investigating the route of guns that happen in the county that result in acts of violence, senseless violence like this. Part of what we stood up was the Gun Intelligence Unit. Will enable us to have a watchful eye, keep a watchful eye on the process, and the process of how guns flow inside the county, who gets them, who uses them, all the way down to prior criminal history, and trying to just bring forth a more intelligent way of looking at these violent crimes that are committed with weapons.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Long live PJ, long live 21. It's so crazy because I just tweeted this morning. My son's favorite number was 21. They solved the case in 21 days. And this is year 2021. I don't know what God trying to tell us, but 21 is an angel number. My son's speaking to us. He gonna live, no doubt. He gonna live. Oh yeah, most definitely helps. It helps to let us know that we are 3 less criminals on the street. 3 steps closer to just getting justice for my kid. Like, it's a great feeling. I can't speak on that. All right. Yeah. Oh man, I speak on my religion a lot, man. I love God, so you gotta keep God first, or whatever you believe in. You know, you keep that person first in your life, and He's gonna lead you wherever you need to go in life. Don't be a follower. There's a lot of followers out here, a lot of coward followers out here. Have your own mindset, stand in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Educate yourself. Get back to the community, involve yourself in the community. Help the next man. Don't be selfish. I just say, just love yourself. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself first. And it's a lot of lost souls out here, but I'm willing to take on the challenge to help these kids out. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, the chief, he definitely wanted to make it personal. Like you said, we family now. And I know they're going to hold themselves accountable for saying that we family now. See, I love my family. I love my family. We deep. I love them. So they a part of my family now, all of them. They're a part of my family. So we basically sat down and we talked. And, you know, he gave me a gift that I didn't think I was going to get yesterday, but he gave me the gift of the handcuffs of the guys that they arrested yesterday. So I appreciate him. It's definitely going to go in my son's museum. Mhm. Alright. You know, people don't like the cops because they doing bad things. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If you doing the right thing, you don't have to really worry about cops. Yeah, it's some bad people out here that wear a uniform. We not talking about them. We talking about all the good guys right here behind me and in these offices or on the street right now doing their job. We talking about them. They came and did their job and they got justice for my kids. So I appreciate them and I'm going to love them forever and I'm going to support them for forever. I am.
Thank you, everyone.
Well, I think the chief said it best when he said that, the chief's job and the department's job is to arrest, to investigate. The government has a role to play, and we have done that. We've provided for these kids. The Summer Youth Enrichment Program, doubled the size of it. We provided activities for the children in the summer. We have opened up now, we're beginning to open up a new mental health and addictions care facility. The government set aside, along with the county council, an additional $20 million to treat. But that's only a part of the equation, and that the individuals who are here terrorizing our communities also have to be held accountable. And I think that's understood as well, is that guns are a huge problem in our community, and the individuals who wield them have to be held accountable. And that's another part of the system that we don't have control over.
Well, I can speak on that, but I want this moment right now to be about PJ and his family, so I can talk to you after this.